They ruled a land of gold, built pyramids older than Egypt's, and vanished into the sands of time. So why does no one talk about Nubia's lost dynasty? If you think ancient Egypt had a monopoly on power in Africa, think again. South of the famous pyramids, the Nubians built a kingdom so rich and powerful that they even conquered Egypt itself. But while everyone knows about the pharaohs, Nubia's greatest rulers have been buried, literally and historically. For centuries, historians downplayed Nubia's influence, treating them like Egypt's sidekick. But recent discoveries paint a different picture, one of warriors, kings, and a forgotten dynasty that challenged the greatest empires of its time. The Kingdom of Kush, Nubia's powerhouse, wasn't just some small-time civilization. It controlled trade routes that carried gold, ivory, and exotic goods between Africa and the ancient world. But it wasn't just rich, it was strong. The Nubians were master archers, so feared in battle that the Egyptians called their land Ta Seti, meaning land of the bow. For centuries, they clashed with Egypt, sometimes as allies, sometimes as bitter rivals. But in the 8th century BCE, the tables turned. The Nubian king Pa marched north, crushed the Egyptian armies, and took over the entire country. For nearly a century, the Nubian pharaohs ruled both Nubia and Egypt, blending cultures and traditions into something unique. They restored ancient temples, expanded trade networks, and pushed back foreign invaders. Their capital, Meroe, was unlike anything else in the ancient world. Imagine a city filled with blacksmiths forging iron tools, merchants selling rare African spices, and streets lined with temples honoring their gods. But the most striking part? The pyramids. More than 200 of them still stand today, with sharp angles and a style completely different from Egypt's massive structures. And here's a twist. The Meroitic script, their writing system, still hasn't been fully deciphered, meaning their deepest secrets remain locked away. But while Nubia thrived for centuries, everything changed with the rise of new powers. Rome, the Aksumite Empire, and shifting trade routes slowly drained its strength. By the 4th century CE, Meroe was abandoned, swallowed by the desert. Now, archaeologists are racing to uncover the truth. Hidden tombs, buried temples, and lost inscriptions are rewriting history, proving that Nubia wasn't just a shadow of Egypt, it was a civilization that stood on its own, powerful and proud. For too long, the Nubian dynasty has been left out of history books. But as the desert gives up its secrets, one thing is clear. This was no forgotten kingdom. It was an empire. Want more forgotten history? Hit subscribe.